Hello. Hi. Hello, hello. So today, I don't know if you guys are here. We're going to do some one question readings. It's been a while since I've been on here. So I just want to shuffle my cards real quick. I realize that they are not shuffled properly. But yeah, basically, I don't know if you guys are here, but I have taken a while because I've been getting surgery. So I've been kind of healing and I've been exploring this new life as a single woman. So I hope that you guys who are dating out there are doing well, because I feel for you. I feel the pain, the difficulty in finding your person, in finding love. And that's why I'm here today. I want to share with you guys what you guys want to, if there's any questions that you have, how can I help? I'm only going to take one question. How will life be after marriage? Ooh, are you getting married? Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm good. I am just shuffling real quick. I realized I didn't do that ahead of time. I apologize, but I'll do your question first. How will life be after marriage? I love it. Was it a recent marriage? I'm only asking because the question is so recent. It's like, how will I be afterwards? That implies something. Okay. Woohoo! Perfect. Perfect score. Congrats. Well, we all have to make sacrifices, right? No, I'm kidding. But I'm sure that there are some things that are going to be wonderful. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. I feel like for you, boundaries are going to be a thing. You're going to have to be the decision maker a lot. You're going to have to put your foot down. I feel like this person might take some time for you to get used to, for them to get used to someone who's so strong-willed, like who has such vibrant energy. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people, when they get into a relationship, they don't understand that this person, that you're someone who's not as demure, like who's not going to be as submissive. And I feel like this person needs to know that. But overall, I feel like this is going to be a really good moment for you, because it's going to be a moment for your relationship. I actually see you guys getting on top of it, and it feels like you guys are going to lift each other up. I see you guys being a really good team, which is really important. So I see a team, a partnership, but at first it might feel like you're on the defense a little bit. As you try to sort things out, as you try to figure out where you stand, it feels very much like you're on the defense. Welcome, welcome, everyone. I'm only taking just a couple readings because I have somewhere to be, but I really wanted to stop by and share. So, yeah, so overall, I feel like there's going to be a moment where you guys really come together and you're going to team up. You're going to be partners. I see that there's going to be a slight power struggle, though, that I would be wary of. I feel like this person will really grow to care about you even more than they do. But they do have a lot to work on themselves. So it feels like they're in a time for healing as well. And it's like they have this feeling of they deserve something. They deserve more. There's a sort of entitlement. Yeah. But overall, I feel like this is a really powerful moment for you where you're going to actually like stand your ground. You're going to be who you're meant to be in this marriage. And you guys are going to level up and realize that you are equals and you're meant to be together. You're meant to be a perfect partner for each other. I feel like there's a balancing out that's going to happen. But it needs to heal. This person needs to heal. I feel like they have a lot to learn from you. So I hope that this is just, sample questions. So I hope that was enough. Manju, I hope that's how you say your name. Manju, Manu. I don't really know, but beautiful. Okay. Okay. Awesome. It does seem like this is going to be like some adjustment, okay? But it does feel like you guys are going to be able to find like common, like even ground, and put your egos aside. And I feel like this person is just going to kind of grow with you, which is beautiful, because in relationships, that's what really matters. As long as you can grow with each other, I feel like that is what's going to blossom into something beautiful. Hello, guys. Okay, so that is what we're starting with. And it's not a bad reading. I know it might have come across that way in some ways, but it feels very much neutral to me. It feels like good, because you guys are going to be on even footing. Whereas most people, they'll start out in a really good place and then they slowly decline, unfortunately. Like they slowly realize that they're not on even footing. You are just going to get better and better. I already answered one question, so this is just what I see from the marriage that, in the future. So I can't really answer more, but if you want, you can book a reading with me on my website, zoethepsychic.com. Also, remember, the future is not set in stone. Saying this for everyone, future's not set in stone, so things are subject to change. If you can change them if you would like to. Certain things like soulmates, twin flames, those are pretty set in stone, but a lot of our actions, we have free will. So this is something that you can decide. If you see this person this way, you can decide maybe not to get married to them, or, to change your fate. But I'm telling you, this is not a bad reading. I'm seeing it being a good one. So, okay. Will I be able to? Okay, so I don't do, when I see the word legal, Christine, I immediately am like, no legal questions at all. Nothing with the word legal in it, because that is not something that I'm qualified to answer. So I just avoid any of that. But I apologize if that isn't convenient. I know that's just my personal code of ethics. Okay. All right. Grace, let's see. Grace. Hi, Queen. Happy to be able to join your life today. Happy you're here. You're so gifted, always accurate and insightful. That is very sweet. I hope that you are. Yes. Okay. I'd be grateful if you could please let me know, will I get admission and fully funded scholarship to move to Sweden this year? Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see. I feel like someone's going to take your opportunity from you. It seems with the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Cups, there's this, it's like the opportunity is taken. Does that mean that all of that is not true? No, but this is just what I'm seeing. I see the opportunity being taken from you. I feel like a lot of this you're on your own for. But what I can say is I do see you pursuing this passion despite that. So however that comes to pass, that is my answer to your question. And remember, future's not set in stone. So when it comes to predictions, I'm always like, this is just the path that you are on right now. Okay. But thank you so much. All right. I'm going to take like 3 more people and then I'm going to go, because I'm really going to just keep this short today. Unfortunately, I can't be on for very long. Yes, you guys are welcome to ask your questions. I'm just taking them intuitively. So whoever pops up, and if you do donate, I will prioritize you. Okay, Nadia, current. Okay, so let's see. Natish. I'm gonna go with that. Nadia, current feeling towards me and new action. So we're going to just do current feeling towards me. I'm only doing one question today, so we're not going to sneak in another question. But let's look at how Nadia is feeling. And welcome and thank you for subscribing. It's very sweet. Actually, ooh, Nadia is thinking about you a lot. But I do feel like she's playing over conversations in her head over and over again, and like thinking about how she needs to push you away. So that's something that I'm seeing here. It's like she says, we need to let each other go, but you were the best thing in my life. You know, you were the best thing in my life. Let me see what else I can see here. Yeah, so I feel like this person definitely has feelings for you, but I feel like they're trying really hard to move on and let you go. Natish. It feels like they're really trying to be friends. I see a friendship blossoming between the two of you potentially. So that's something that I would consider if I were you, if you want to keep this person in your life. So that's the vibe I'm getting. I hope that made sense, Natish. All right. Alex, welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm going to take two more people. Okay, Zoe, will I reunite with my Scorpio Sagittarius? Ooh, I'm excited about this one. I love reunion ones. Let's hope that it pans out. Ooh, the answer is yes. You're going to reunite with them. The problem is that you have to be careful not to think in this, like, you have to see this as a journey. Okay. I feel like for you, yes, but you have to see this as a journey. Hi, Feria. Yeah, I'm taking people intuitively. The questions that pop out at me, it's not in a specific order. So if I see your question next, I will definitely answer it, but we'll see who comes up, okay? Unless you donate, you go to the top if you donate. All right. Yes, so this person, let me go back to your question, Alex. I see you reuniting with this person, okay? But I feel like it's a journey. It's not going to be a smooth ride. You're going to have one step forward, two steps back with this person. And let me see if the cards can elaborate on this a little bit. You're going to have to work for it. Okay, this isn't going to be like this person just falls back into your lap. I feel like you're going to have to work for, if you want to be with it, you're going to have to make some kind of like of your own actions. You know what I mean? Like we can't just expect someone to just come back into our life. Like you have to kind of put in the work. And I think once you're willing to show this person that you're going to put in the work, you're a lot more likely to get them to be with you again, to reunite with you. Like sooner, okay? Because I see them wanting to come back into your life, but I also feel, and I see it happening, but I also feel like you have to like also, you know, it takes two to tango. You have to put in the work and show them that. So that is what I'm seeing. Trust your instincts here, okay? Trust your instincts. That is a message from the cards. Trust your instincts. Okay, I'll do two more since my the person is running late. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. All right. I know. Let me go back to you, Feria. I can't see your question now. Where are you? Can you ask your question for me again? Because I don't see it. Okay, you know what? Okay. Welcome, guys. You are welcome to ask your question, but I am going based on what I see intuitively, what I'm drawn to. We are going to just, this is a free one question reading. If you donate, you get put to the top, but that's it. Okay, it seems like Feria is taking time. Feria, I'm going to go ahead and read somebody else while I wait for your question, and then I'll read you next because I do have to hurry. Okay, so Sin, like 5. Okay, thank you. How should I approach my relationship with Bustin as he does he like me to be romantic someday? Okay, there are multiple questions in this. I'm going to look at how he's feeling because that is the overall energy that I'm getting from this question, because there's like, what is my approach? What does he feel? Does he like me? Will we be romantic someday? That's like 14 questions in one. So let's start with just how he's feeling, okay? Because I think that's the goal, right? Is to get this romance off the ground. Okay. Let me see. So I actually see this being something really exciting and new. So I do see this being something that you should approach with delicacy, but I see this person wanting to be with you. It's just that I keep hearing, I wish things could be different. I wish we could be different. So it's almost like they're not happy with the way you are. Let me see what that means, because let me ask the tarot what that means. But yeah, I see new love. I see things getting to be very spiritual between the two of you. It's like you have a very spiritual karmic connection. But yeah, it says that they wish things could be different. They wish things could be different. I don't know. That is what the advice from the cards say. Let's see. I feel like this person genuinely wants to be with you. Like there's this need to, it's almost like self-sabotage is what I'm getting. It's like they're sabotaging the situation. I'm hearing self-sabotage. I'm hearing this person wants to offer you their feelings, wants to offer you their heart, but it's like they're sabotaging themselves. If that makes any sense to you. Yeah, it's like they're trying to fend people off. It's a complicated situation, this one. It feels like this person wants to give you their heart, but they're self-sabotaging. That's the vibe I'm getting. That things could be really beautiful, but it's like they are in their head about it. They're self-sabotaging. So that's the quick answer to your question, Sin. I don't right now I'm only doing one question readings. So yeah, so right now I'm not doing that, but if you want to book a reading on my website, you can, zoethepsychic.com. I just am not offering more questions per person right now. Sorry. But I really hope that this helped a little bit. Okay. Feria, we're back to you. Okay. I know it's going to sound weird, but did I open Pandora's box and ruin the city I'm in right now for my people? Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say. I don't think any question is too weird. I feel like that question is a little vague, but let's see what it says, okay? I see you acting impulsively. but for the better. So do I see you opening Pandora's box? Yes. But I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like it'll actually have good results. So that's the vibe it's getting. I've got the Strength card, the Death card. It feels like this is a time where it's meant to work out for you, but things have to end before they can begin. Does that make sense? Things have to blow up before they can begin. Here's the thing. I was in Barcelona for the first time and they were openly racist. So after a while I started responding and said, follow me amongst other things. I'm afraid they did cause the whole community there to agree on that shit. Okay. So this makes a lot more sense given that context, because it feels like this person also, let me just make sure that I am not running. I don't want to be hijacked. Okay. Sorry. So this person, I feel like this for you, okay? You didn't do anything wrong, first of all. Okay? I feel like you acted impulsively. The Knight of Swords acts on their whims, on their actions, on what they feel is right, okay? They're very mental. You know, they think in a mental way. They're very mercurial. They're going to do what they think is best in the moment, and I feel like that's what you did. And I feel like it took guts with the Strength card. What you did was very brave, bold, but it's going to lead to good things. Believe it or not, this needed to happen. That was the vibe I'm getting, is it needs to happen. Yeah, it sounds very toxic. Let me see if I can see anything else since you're the last question. Guys, Fairy is the last question. Unfortunately, I do have to go. I'm only doing this very quickly right now. But if you guys want to subscribe, I will be back. I promise. And I do pick a card readings and astrology videos. So if you guys want to do that, and if you want, you can book a reading with me on my website. I do pre-recorded readings and live readings. But right now I'm mostly doing pre-recorded readings. So if you want to come back, you're welcome to. Okay, let me look a little bit further, Faria. Okay, so what I'm telling you is, yes, you did open Pandora's box. Yes, it feels like this, you know, you started something. You ignited something. But it does feel like these people are shifty. They're shady. You know, the whole racism thing, they're shady, okay? And I feel like this ultimately is going to turn out for the better for you. And that's the overall energy. It feels like you've started something. Your voice was heard by the universe, by people, and I feel like you may not change their minds, but you're going to, it's like, I see this gaining traction, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's sad and it's hard, but I feel like what you did was really brave and powerful, and it's going to pay off. I feel like the universe definitely saw what you did. And yeah, I'm rooting for you. And let me check the time. You know what? I still have a little time left, so I might do like 3 more questions actually. Because yeah, the client is running late that I have to see. So yeah, I can understand that. I think that what you're going through makes a lot of sense just based on like where you're at mentally and also where they're at. I mean, it seems like, but this needed to happen. So I feel like you acting on your instincts in the moment was the right thing to do. And I feel like that's what you need to hear. I'm going to leave you with one more card message before I move on. The Phoenix. This is exactly what I was talking about. How's that for happily ever after? Right? Like, what you did was you made a huge difference. You made a change. And the universe is like going to rise from the ashes. You know, this is going to be better. Sometimes you need things need to be messed up to be better. That's how revolutions happen. That's how change happens. It's transformation. So I understand you're uncomfortable with this, and I think that what you did was really hard, but I'm telling you, like, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Ultimately, it's a good thing. Okay, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do 3 more because my client is running late. Okay, so let's see. Zinabel, I think that Zinabel. Oh my God. Will Gerard reach out this month? Let's see. Ooh. Will Gerard reach out this month? I'm just getting all my cards in a row. All my ducks in a row. Thank you, Feria. Yes, I see this person reaching out to you, but I also feel like they have a lot on their plate. So if they don't do it when you think they will, it's because they have a lot going on and it's not because of you. Okay. So I see them having a lot going on. If they don't answer right away when you have conversations, it's not because they're not thinking about you. I feel like they can't stop thinking about you. So yes, but this doesn't seem like a simple situation. I'll just say that. Okay, moving on. I hope that resonated. So you guys are welcome. And thank you so much for subscribing. For those of you who are subscribing, I try to do these, but I also have pre-recorded readings on my website, and you can book a reading with me, or you are welcome to subscribe and see when I do lives. They're not as consistent, but they will be. Yes, so I am taking questions as they come. Donations are prioritized, so if you want to be bumped to the top, please donate, support my channel. But in the meantime, I'm just taking whoever I see next in the queue. So ask away. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, Cinderella. Love it. Love the name. New subscribers. Steve's intentions towards me. Thank you for subscribing. All right, let's see what Steve's intentions are towards you. Trying to pick the perfect deck for this question. Ooh. Is Steve older than you? I'm getting some, like, I don't know, very mature energy from this person. I feel like they're kind of stoic. First of all, this person, I feel like, is actually deeply romantic on the inside. So I definitely see this person caring about you and having, like, not being able to stop thinking about you, not being able to get you off their mind. But I feel like they're hiding from you. They're hiding. I feel like they care about you. I could see them actually falling in love with you. There's a trust. But I do feel like they're hiding. I keep seeing hiding. This person is literally hiding from you. And there's a superficial sense here where I feel like they're maybe hiding behind money, or they're things for some reason. Yeah. So that's the energy I'm seeing. I see this person having good intentions towards you. It just feels like they're not, like, it's like they're trying to be different for you. They're hiding. So I'm only taking sample questions, so that's where I'll stop on that one. But you can always book a reading with me if you want to learn more. Okay, thank you, Cinderella. Okay, Leo Queen. Leo Queen. Love it. Okay, does Steven still think of me? Will he reach out? So that's 2 questions. We're just going to do, does Steven still think of me? Okay. Okay, Steven definitely thinks of you. It's like they can't help it. I feel like the cards here are definitely in your favor, okay? And I feel like he's going to surprise you. He literally can't stop thinking about you. He's like literally thinking about like memories of you, the conversations with you. But I do feel like he's waiting more for a sign from you. Okay, so that's something coming through. Is I feel like he's going to surprise you, but he is waiting for more from you. So I don't know if that means you have to, since this is just one question, this might mean that you have to be the one to make your feelings a bit more known towards him now that you know this. But yeah, it does feel very probable, very exciting. I'm excited for you. Okay, one more question and then I gotta go. Okay, one more. Okay, First Lady, just because your name is First Lady, I love it. Have I been on Vince's mind since I sent him that text yesterday? Let's see. Good for you for reaching out. You know, I feel like not a lot of people do that, and then they just ask me if that person cares about them. But the fact that you took action says a lot about you. So okay. This person feels like they messed up. And I feel like they know that you are, they definitely feel like, it feels like you're on their mind, but it feels like they have some remorse or some regret, some heavy feelings. I don't know if they weren't honest with you about things, but it does feel like they weren't as forthcoming about their feelings for you. Like they're waiting kind of for the, not permission, but to be allowed. I keep hearing to be allowed to talk to you. So yeah, wild. I got the Empress reversed. It feels very much like this person sees the potential, but it's like they have regrets and remorse, and they feel like dishonesty. They feel like they fucked up. The Fool reverse. They feel like they fucked up. So yeah, I love that. And I got the, I will wait from a sign from you. You know I messed up everything. I regret lying to you. I fucked up. I see the potential. But yeah, it does feel like this person is definitely thinking about you. It's just like maybe not in the way that you were hoping. But yeah. So I hope that makes sense. All right, guys, I gotta go. I do. I had a client that was running late, and so I decided to come on here just for a little bit, but I do have to go do a reading. So we shall reconvene. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I will definitely be on here again. Make sure. Good. Yes. First Lady. Yes. Oh my God. then you're in the right place. You got the right answers that you deserve. Yeah, actually, I'm going to pick one more card for you just to see if there's another message for how you can feel empowered. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. I love it. I feel like that's exactly what you did. And the cards are speaking for you. So, okay, guys, next time. I am thank you so much. I'm sorry, Parul, but I can't really get to you today. I have to leave. I too am currently looking, on the dating scene, trying really hard to find love. I understand the plight, guys, and I understand what it's like. I literally this whole time, in the past 2 months, I got love bombed. I got catfished. It's a hard world out there, okay? I literally got a yeast infection. There's so many things that people that are doing. So we need to chill the fuck out and try really hard to, do better. I think I answered your question, Zainabelle. I don't know. Zainabelle. Hassan feels like a last name. Zainabelle Hassan. Yeah, so if you go back and watch it, I believe I answered it. Let me see. Yeah, it's hard for me to go back and scroll through all these questions, but yeah. Okay. Well, yes, please subscribe, support my channel. I will be back. In the meantime, I definitely still post love readings and astrology readings. So right now I'm doing all the rising signs. So if you want to learn more about your natal chart, you can. I always have a link below for you to look at your free natal chart. And yeah. Bye.